Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're finally going to play another game from our New York Giants 1905 dead ball career replay. Well, not career replay, but 1905 season featuring the New York Giants. They're 35-15. Currently two games behind the Chicago Cubs, who are 37-15, having played two more games than we have. This is take two, as we tried take one, but we found our mic was on pause, so that didn't help. But Mr. Brody wanted to do a video here, and so we decided to oblige here on a week before Easter and day before Patriots Day. So anyway, the Giants are 35-15, and we played game 50 of the Carl Yastrzemski career replay yesterday of his rookie season. So we're going to be playing game 51 of this one. They'll be playing against the Pittsburgh Pirates. So without further ado, let's get this one underway.
Pitching for Pittsburgh, Patsy Flaherty. Leading off for New York, center fielder, Mike Donlin.
Alrighty, so the lineup for the New York Giants is going to be Mike Donlin, the center fielder. He'll lead it off, followed by Sam Mertes, the left fielder. Roger Bresnahan, the Hall of Famer. Catcher will be batting third. Dan McGann, the first baseman, will bat cleanup. I can't think of his first name, but Strang, the second baseman, will bat fifth. He's not the regular second baseman. It's Gilbert. Gilbert is the regular second baseman. Art Devlin, the third baseman, will hit sixth. George Brown in right field bats seventh, followed by Mike Donlin, is it? I don't know. Can't remember his... let's see. Anyway. Donlin, the shortstop, will hit eighth, followed by Joe McGinnity on the hill, will bat ninth and pitch. So those are your starting lineup for the New York Giants here in Pittsburgh. And it's going to be for Pittsburgh behind Flaherty on the hill. Behind Flaherty, it's going to be Clark in left, Beaumont in center, Hildebrand in right, Clark above average in left, and Beaumont and Hildebrand average in center and right. Hildebrand with the best arm in right, of course. The infield is going to be Leach, Wagner, Ritchie, and Clymer. Honus Wagner, the Hall of Fame shortstop. Excellent range. Everybody else, Ritchie slightly above average. Leach above average at third. And Clymer, horrible range at first. Not much range at all, with just a 1 rating. Pites behind the plate, or Pete's. Below average range, but an average arm behind the plate, and Flaherty on the hill, poor defense with a high error rating. So that is it. That is your lineup for your defense for your Pittsburgh Pirates. So Pittsburgh comes in with a record of 29-23 on the season. So Mr. Brody is ready to go. Miss Maggs is on the back of the chair. Let's start the game. So Donlin steps to the plate. Donlin's hitting .364 in the season, close to his .356 average for the season, with 3 homers, 24 runs batted in. Also has 8 doubles and 7 triples. So Flaherty looks in for the sign. Pete's comes in with a record of 5-2 with a 2.95 earned run average. So Flaherty looks in for the sign from Pites. Here's the windup in the pitch. And then it's going to be a base hit, so a good start for the New York Giants.
Sam Mertes.
All right, so Donlin does have 13 stolen bases. Pites is below average, so I think we're going to try to steal here. Sam Mertes comes in hitting .264 in the season with 2 homers, 28 runs batted in, 9 doubles, and 4 triples. So Flaherty looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. We're going to steal. And he's off. Does he get a jump? And he's out. So Pites throws out Donlin for out number 1. So that was, the pitch was a strike, so he had a perfect pitch to throw on. Merte's up now. And Mertes is going to give a ground ball to third. And he'll be retired 5-3. So Roger Bresnahan, riding a 6-game hitting streak, comes to the plate now. He's had a great replay so far, hitting 60 points above his actual average, hitting .363 with no homers, 24 runs batted in, 11 doubles, and 2 triples. So Flaherty looks in for the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. And he'll extend his hitting streak on his first at-bat to 7 games now.
Dan McGann.
So Bresnahan not a base stealer. So Dan McGann up now, the first baseman, hitting .293 with 3 homers, 45 runs batted in, 7 doubles, and 5 triples. Here's the pitch by Flaherty. And he'll take ball 1 a bit low. Pitch number 2 is going to be a swing and a miss for strike 1. The count 1-1 now. 2-1 the count outside. Goes to 3-1. And that's going to be fouled back out of play. Full count now. So Bresnahan will be off on the pitch. 3-2, 2 outs. And that's going to be foul. Oh, it's going to be fair just down the line. Umpire said it was fair. And they're going to send Bresnahan, who was off on the pitch. And he will score on a 2-out double down the line by Dan McGann. So the Giants take an early lead here. Sammy Strang, that's it. .275 hitter and 40 at-bats with a homer and 12 runs batted in. Getting a start today for Gilbert. Gets a routine day off. He has 1 double and 1 triple. Let's see if Strang can knock in McGann from second. McGann gets his lead. Flaherty looks back at the runner. Gets his sign, kicks and delivers. And curveball taken for strike 1. Next pitch, that's going to be popped up in the infield. First baseman calls for it and makes the catch.
No errors. New York 1. Pittsburgh coming to bat. Pitching for New York, Joe McGinnity. Leading off for Pittsburgh, center fielder, Ginger Beaumont.
All right, so the lineup for the Pittsburgh Pirates is going to be Ginger Beaumont, the center fielder, followed by Clark, the left fielder. Honus Wagner, the shortstop, will bat third. Clymer, the first baseman, hits cleanup. Ritchie, the second baseman, will bat fifth. Leach, third baseman, sixth. Hillebrand, the right fielder, bats seventh. Pites behind the plate will bat eighth. And on the mound, batting ninth, is Flaherty. So Joe McGinnity comes in with a record of 7-5 on the season, 21-15 on the actual season, 3.10 earned run average, 95 2/3 innings pitched, 102 hits allowed, with 4 homers allowed, 17 walks, 23 strikeouts, a whip of 1.244, and opponents are hitting .268 off of him. So Ginger Beaumont hitting .306 on the season, with 2 homers, 16 runs batted in, 4 doubles, and 6 triples. So McGinnity looks in for the sign from Bresnahan. In the outfield, it's going to be Mertes, Donlin, and Brown in the outfield. All average or slightly below average range. Giants not known for their outfield defense. Donlin and Brown with average arms in center and right, and Mertes with a poor arm in left. Devlin, Dahlin, Strang, and McGann left to right in the infield. Devlin and Dahlin both above average on the left side. And Strang well below average at second, and McGann average at first. Behind the plate, Bresnahan is above average behind the plate. Mr. Birdie barking at the dogs outside, saying, "Let's go. Let's play some ball. Go Giants." So here's Beaumont. McGinnity looks in for the sign for Bresnahan. Here's the windup in the pitch. And that is going to be a liner to Strang for out number 1. So that'll bring up Fred Clark. Clark comes in hitting a .355 on the season with homer, 19 runs batted in, 10 doubles, and 6 triples. So here's the pitch. It's going to be a grounder to Dahlin. Up with it, over to first, and no, Clark beats it out. So Dowling did everything he could. And it's Bill Dowling, the shortstop. So Hall of Famer Honus Wagner riding a 17-game hitting streak up to the plate now. Hitting .344 for the season with 4 homers, 43 runs batted in. 13 doubles and 7 triples. So they'll be keeping a close eye on Clark, who did steal 24 bases on the season, already has 9 so far this season. Oh, what happened there? Don't know exactly what that was. So again, he fires to first, and Clark is back safely. All right. So again, he looks in for the sign, looks at the runner, delivers, and it's going to be a curveball. Looks at strike one. Over to first again. Again, Clark with a shorter lead now. Here's the pitch by McGinnity. And it's going to be ball one. So 1-1. And that's going to be outside corner for strike two. So 1-2 the count. And that's going to be a base hit by Wagner. And that is going to go into the wall. And that is going to be a triple for Honus Wagner, as Brown had trouble getting that one out of the corner. And that will tie the game at 1. So Honus Wagner with an RBI triple. It's 1-1. Clymer up to the plate now. Clymer comes in hitting .268 with 15 runs batted in. 5 doubles and a triple. Miss Maggs and Mr. Brody are having a conversation there in the co-host seat. I think we might bring the infield in here.
Second baseman, Claude.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go infield here, and I accidentally hit the intentional walk. Anyway, not necessarily a bad thing. I think we'll play back for the double play now, whatever. Alright, so Richie up to the plate now. Richie a .258 hitter with 31 runs batted in. 9 doubles. And that's a foul ball down third baseline. So 0-1 the count on Richie. 0-2 the count now. Alright, so perhaps that was a good strategy there as he gets him to strike out. So that'll bring up Leach, the third baseman. Tommy Leach comes in hitting just .235 with 16 runs batted in. 4 doubles, 3 triples. Infield playing back as there are 2 outs now, and takes around the shoulders for ball 1. And that's a swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1-1 the count. And he's off for the pitch. And Clymer is in there with a stolen base. So there goes the force at second now. So 1-2 the count on Leach. Here's the pitch. And that's a ground ball. Strang has it over to first.
1 run.
And Pittsburgh will have to settle for 1.
Pittsburgh 1. Third baseman, Art Devlin.
So it's 1-1 as we head to the second on the RBI triple by Honus Wagner. So Art Devlin, the leader off, the third baseman, comes in hitting .251 with 29 runs batted in, 4 doubles, 6 triples. Flaherty with the delivery, and that's a fly ball down the left field line, and that'll be foul out of play as Clark gives chase. 0-1 the count now. And that's a ground ball to third. Clark up with it over to first. Leach up with it, over to first. And 1 down now. So George Brown, the right fielder, up now. Hitting .320 on the season with 2 homers and 17 runs batted in. No, 37 runs batted in. 4 doubles and 8 triples. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit down the right field line. That's going to be a long way, and nice running catch by Hillebrand for out number 2. So Dowling up now. Dowling's riding an 11-game hitting streak. Hitting average up to .257 now with 2 homers, 37 runs batted in. 8 doubles and 4 triples. And that's a liner to right, and he won't do it now.
No errors. New York 1.
So 1, 2, 3 go the Giants.
Right fielder, Homer Hillebrand.
So Homer Hillebrand up now as we head to the bottom of the second. Hillebrand, the number 7 hitter, hitting .315 with a no homer, 7 runs batted in, a double and a triple. Here's the pitch by McGinnity, and that's going to be a base hit to left. Takes a wide turn, but stays. So Hillebrand not a threat to run. So the catcher up now. Just a 176 hitter with 8 runs batted in with 3 doubles. I think we're going to play the corners in. Expecting the bunt here. Nope. Swinging away. So we're going to play back now. Alright. So Pites is definitely a double play candidate. So 1-1 the count now. And swing and a miss. Lunged at that one. 1-2 the count now. And that's going to be a nice play by Darlin over to second for 1, back to first. And a 6-4-3 double play. So that'll be it for Pittsburgh. Oh, no. Actually, that's just 2 outs. So 2 down now for the pitcher, Flaherty. Flaherty, 190 hitter. So definitely not an automatic out. 9 runs batted in. 1 double and 5 triples. And he's going to walk him. So he walks the pitcher, something you never want to do. So that'll bring up the top of the order Beaumont. He's 0 for 1. Line the second, his first at bat. And that's going to be a base hit. And Brown has trouble with it. And they're going to give Brown an error on that one, which allows the runners to advance to second and third. So the Pittsburgh is looking to take the lead here with a 2-out rally. After two were gone and nobody on base, they get 2 straight hits and an error. So they'll bring up Clark, who singled, had an infield single his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 1. And that's going to be a ground ball to Strang. Up with it over to McGann, and they get out of it.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error. New York 1, Pittsburgh 1. Pitcher, Joe McGinnity.
So it's 1-1 as we head to the third. Joe McGinnity up. McGinnity, a great hitting pitcher. In fact, he's hitting even better in the replay than in the real life. He's hitting .297 on the replay with 3 runs batted in with 5 doubles. So Flaherty looks in for the sign from Pates. Here's the windup in the pitch to McGinnity, and that is going to be a ground ball to third. And he gets him by a couple steps. So Mike Donlin up now, who singled in his first at-bat, but was thrown out trying to steal. Average up to .367 now. And that'll drop in there for a hit. And he's going to try to stretch it to 2. And he'll be in there. So aggressive base running by Donlin this time pays off. And it's a runner in scoring position with 1 down for Sam Mertes. Mertes grounded to third in his first at-bat. And that's going to be taken for ball 1 outside. And inside corner, strike 1. 1-1 the count now in Mertes. 2-1 the count. Count goes to 3-1. And it'll be ball 4. So it'll put runners on first and second with 1 down for Roger Bresnahan. He singled his first time up. And that's going to be inside edge corner for strike 1. Count evens at 1 on the curveball. And that's a ground ball. This could be 2. Over to second for 1. Back to first, and they'll turn 2.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors. New York 1, Pittsburgh 1.
So Bresnahan grounds into the double play, and the New York Giants rally goes by the wayside. So it's still tied at 1 as we head to the bottom of the third. Honus Wagner lead it off. He had an RBI triple his first time up. And this time, again, he's able to get him. Strikes him out. So Clymer up now. Clymer intentionally walked his first time up. And he'll walk the normal way this time. So McGinnity will check on him. Check on him again. Alright, that'll bring up Richie. Richie struck out in his first at-bat. Try another pickoff. Oh, and this time he gets him. So McGinnity records his third pickoff of the season. So big out there. So the base is empty now for Richie. Count is 1-1. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Dialing up with it over to first. And gets him.
No runs, no hits, no errors. New York 1, Pittsburgh 1.
So ahead to the fourth with the score still tied at 1. McGann up now. McGann doubled off the wall his first time up, scoring Bresnahan. And it's going to be a dribble in front. Flaherty has it over to Clymer for out number 1. Strang up now. Strang popped up to first, his first at bat. And this time it'll lines a sharp single up the middle. More like a dribbler, I guess. So Strang has been known to steal a base from time to time. Still looking for his first stolen base of the year. I think we'll try a little hit and run with Devlin having a 6 hit and run. So we can try a hit and run here. And that's going to pop it up. So Strang has the head back to the bag as Wagner calls everybody off and makes the catch. So 2 down now for Brown, and Strang is he's not going to get a good jump here, so I'm just going to have Brown hit away. Takes a strike. And that's going to be a base hit past Wagner. As Strang was off on the pitch with 2 down. Makes it to third, so runners at the corners for Dahlen. Dahlen's still trying to extend his 11-game hitting streak. This will be a perfect time now. And that's a foul ball down the third base line. So 0-1 the count now on Dahlen. And it's going to be high and tight for ball 1. 1-1 now. And that's going to be a line to first to end the inning.
No errors. New York 1, Pittsburgh 1.
So the Giants cannot squander another opportunity and remains tied after 3.5. So it'll be Leach, Hillebrand, and Pites open for the up for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 4th. Kennedy up now, and that's going to be a ground ball to Strang over to first for out number 1. Hillebrand singled his first time up. Dribble to Dahlen, comes in a little bit. Oh, and he's going to boot it. So Dahlen with the second Giant error. Allows Hillebrand to reach. Hillebrand not a base steal, only had 1 on the actual season, none on the replay. So Pete's up now, he's 0 for 1. Giants playing back, hopefully get the double play. It's going to be curveball outside for ball 1. And swing and a miss, 1-1 the count now. High ball 2, 2-1. And perfect double play. Oh, Dahlen cannot get to it. And actually, they're going to call a poor play on the third baseman. It looked more like it was Dahlen's play there, but it's like Devlin got in front of Dahlen. That's what caused the miss there. So first and second with 1 down for the pitcher Flaherty. Imagine he's going to bunt here. We're going to play corners in. And here we go. No, he does not bunt. No, I guess we'll play it back. And 1-1 the count now inside. 2-1 now on Flaherty. And this is a double play ball here at second. Oh, it looks like they're just going to go over to first for the shore out, so it works the same way as a sacrifice. So runners on second and third for Beaumont. Ginger Beaumont, top of the order. He's 1 for 2, singled his last time up. Runners get their lead. McGinnity looks in for the sign. Here's the delivery. And it's going to be ball 1. 2-0 the count now, so a perfect hitter's count now. And that's going to be a pop-up. McGann gives chase, but that one's going to be into the crowd. So 2-1 the count now. And ground ball. McGann will take it himself, and that will end the inning.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. New York 1, Pittsburgh 1.
So it remains 1-1, and we head to the 5th. And that's going to be a dribbler. And, it's going to be an error on a first baseman climber, which allows McGinnity to reach. So Donlin up now. He's 2 for 2. Going to have him hit away. And it's going to be a strike. Fouls one off. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. Hildebrand makes the catch for out number 1 as McGinnity heads back to the bag. Sam Murte is up now, 0 for 1. I'm going to try a hit and run now. And that's going to be hit down the line. And that one ricochets there, and that's going to be a double for Mertes. McGinnity will hold at third, so second and third with 1 down for Bresnahan. He's 1 for 2. Another opportunity here for Bresnahan and the Giants to take the lead. And it's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 1. And that's going to be a base hit, so McGinnity, Bresnahan delivers with an RBI single, and they're going to send Mertes. They're windmilling him around. Throw comes home, and he'll be out. So 72% chance to score, and he is nailed at the plate. But the Giants do take the lead. So 2 down now for McGann. It's 1 for 2 on the day. RBI double. See if he can deliver here again. 1-1 the count now. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. And that'll do it.
2 hits, 1 error. New York 2, Pittsburgh 1.
But the Giants take a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Alrighty, we're back after a short coffee break there. Mr. Barodius left the room for a minute. I'm sure he'll be back. Alright, so it's 2-1 now. The Giants take the lead here at the top of the 5th. And moving to the bottom of the 5th now. It's going to be Clark, Wagner, and Clymer against McGinnity. McGinnity 69 pitches through 4 innings. So McGinnity looks in for the sign from Bresnahan. Clark's 1 for 2 with a single, infield single, his first at bat. And that's going to be the second strikeout. Is it second strikeout? Third strikeout for McGinnity. He's walked 3-2. Oh, Miss Maggs is here. Miss Maggs, why don't you go be the co-host? So Honus Wagner had an RBI triple his first at bat. 1 for 2 on the day. And back-to-back strikeouts for McGinnity. So McGinnity has found his strikeout pitch there. This is an inside call, third strike. I believe that's the second time that Wagner has struck out, which is an accomplishment. So Clymer up now with 2 outs and the base is empty. And that's going to be a base hit. So a 2-out base hit for Clymer. So that'll bring up Richie, who's 0 for 2. And that's going to be another base hit. So another 2-out rally for the Pittsburgh Pirates. See if they can capitalize this time. It is Miss Maggs. So runners at the corners with 2 down for Leach. Leach 0 for 2. Grounded to second in the first and also grounded to second in the fourth. So Giants hoping to keep the lead. And that's going to be popped up behind the plate. Bresnahan gives chase, but it's going to be back out of play. So 0-1 the count now. And that's going to be a hit a long way down the left field line. And a nice running catch by Sam Mertes, nice running catch. That definitely saved extra bases and at least one run, probably two, as that it would have been off to the races on that one. So the lead-saving catch for the moment, anyway, for Sam Mertes. So it'll bring up Strang, who's 1 for 2. See if the Giants can tack on to their lead here. Flaherty out there at 72 pitches through 5 innings. And it'll be a base hit for Strang, his second hit of the day. So that'll bring up Art Devlin. I think we're going to have Art Devlin bunt. So Devlin is going to square around and bunt here. Squares around, nice bunt, looks good. Only play is going to be the first. So Devlin gets the job done for George Brown, who's 1 for 2. And it works perfection. Ooh, 66% chance. Looks like he's average out there in the outfield. I think we may have got the bottom of the order coming up, so we're going to try it. So looks like McGraw is electing to send the runner here. And he's safe. He gets in under the tag. So an RBI single for Brown. And it's a 3-1 Giant lead now. So Bill Dahlen still trying to extend his 11-game hitting streak up to the plate now. 0 for 2 so far. And it's ball 1 high and tight. 2-0 the count now. High and outside. Count goes to 3-0. Let's see if they give him the green light. And he takes it for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk for Dahlen. And I'll put runners on first and second for the pitcher McGinnity. 0 for 2 so far. Ball 1. So 5 straight out of the zone now. 6 straight. And we're going to have him take one here. 7 straight. Take another one. So 8 straight balls. So all of a sudden, Flaherty has been unable to find the strikes on the last 2 batters. That'll load the bases for the hot-hitting Mike Donlin. 2 for 3 today. And catcher's going to go out and talk to the Flaherty. Goes back behind the plate. And fouled off. Out of play. Strike 1. And quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Donlin. 1-2 now. And that's going to be a nice fly ball to center field. This should get the run home. Runner tags and will score. But it was a nice diving catch by Beaumont there. Is it a diving catch? I think it was. Anyway, he had no chance to get the runner at home as Donlin advances also. So it'll put runners on first and third with 2 down now, but 2 runs across the board to make it a 3-run Giant lead. Sam Mertes 1 for 2 up now. Ball 1. And that's going to be a fly ball to center.
2 runs.
And that'll do it.
2 hits. No errors. New York 4. Pittsburgh 1.
But the Giants push across 2, and it's a 4-1 lead after 5.5. So it'll be Hillebrand, Peets, and the pitcher spot up against McGinnity. 86 pitches through 5 innings. And that's going to be popped up in the infield. Dahlen ranges over to his left and makes the catch. So Pete's 1 for 2 up to the plate now. Strikes him out. So big strikeout day for McGinnity. 5 strikeouts on the day. Here in the 6th. So Flaherty up now. Looks like he's going to hit for himself. And that's going to be a ground ball to third, over to first, and that'll do it.
No runs, no hits, no errors. New York 4, Pittsburgh 1.
So the Pirates go 1-2-3 in the 6th. We'll head to the 7th with a 3-run Giant lead. Bresnahan 2 for 3 up to the plate now. And that's a liner to third. Leach makes a nice catch for out number 1. McGann 1 for 3 up now. And it'll go back out of play. And that'll be a base hit. Wagner unable to get to that one. So second hit of the day for McGann. And we're going to have McGann try to steal a bag here. Try to get in scoring position. He's off of the pitch and he'll be safe. So McGann swipes a bag, his 10th of the season. So Strang with an RBI opportunity now. He's 2 for 3 on the day. And that is going to be a liner to right. Frozen rope there. McGann will hold. So Art Devlin, 0 for 2 on the day. Ball 1. 2-0 the count. 3-0. And that'll be a foul ball out of play. So 3-1 now on Devlin. And that is going to be a line in the first half of the inning.
No errors. New York 4, Pittsburgh 1.
So it remains 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Ginger Beaumont, top of the order up now, 1 for 3. Ground ball to Strang. Over to McGann for out number 1. So Fred Clark up now, he's 1 for 3 on the day. Drill ball to third, Devlin with it. Fires to first for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for the Pirates. Brings up Wagner, he's 1 for 3. And he gets plunked. So McGinnity hits Wagner. Wagner takes a little offense to that one as he trots to first, gives him a scowl. So McGinnity throws over to first. Wagner back safely. Climber up now. He's officially 1 for 1 with 2 walks, 1 intentional. Oh, and he gets plunked, so he plunks back-to-back batters. Pittsburgh dugout not very happy about that. And now he definitely didn't do both intentionally, as is now going to bring up the tying run in Ritchie with 1 for 3. Ball 1. Takes a strike. Cut and a miss there. 1-2 the count now. And that's going to be a off the wall. That'll score at least 1. Wagner comes around. So does Clymer. And wait, he's going to go for third. And he'll be in there with a triple. So it's now a 4-3 game. So it's 4-3 now after McGinnity plunks 2 batters. And they both come around the score. So Bresnahan goes out to talk to McGinnity. Back on the plate. You bring up Leach, who's 0 for 3. Takes ball 1. 2-0 the count. Little dribbler. And Strang has it over to first to end the inning.
2 runs, 1 hit, no errors. New York 4, Pittsburgh 3.
It's now a 1-run game as Pittsburgh plates 2. So it's 4-3 now as we head to the 8th. So George Brown, 2 for 3, will lead it off. Flaherty out there. Still out there after 107 pitches. And it's going to be a hit to the first baseman. He'll take it to the bag himself for out number 1. Donlin's still trying to extend that 11-game hitting streak. This could be his last opportunity here. He's 0 for 2 so far. And that won't get it done as he grounds out to second. McGinnity up now. 0 for 2. And the first baseman Clymer bobbles it. And that's going to be an E3. McGinnity will reach. So I'm going to bring up Donlin, 2 for 4 in the day. Strike 1. 1-1 the count now. And that'll be a base hit. And no, we're going to hold McGinnity at second. So I'm going to put runners in first and second with 2 down now for Sam Mertes. Mertes looking to get an RBI here. He can get the giant lead back to where it was before. And he'll do it with a base hit. Oh, is that going to... Yes. As both runners advance 2 bases. And it's 5-3 now. So a clutch hit there for RBI single from Mertes. So Bresnahan up now. Bresnahan 2 for 4 on the day. See if we can get that other run back, and that'll be a liner to Wagner to end the inning. So they get one back, and it's 5-3 now as we head to the bottom of the 8th. So McGinnity is strong. So we are gonna. And again, one thing about the dead ball era is there were not many relief pitchers to speak of. So we'll see. Hopefully McGinnity can finish this off. Ground ball to Strang over to first for out number 1. So one up and 1 down. Pates 1 for 3. Dribble in front. McGinnity up with over to first. So 2 quick outs with the Pirates. This is what McGinnity needed, was a quick inning. 116 pitches now. Flaherty 0 for 2 up now. And yep, finally they pull Flaherty.
Pinch hitting for Pittsburgh, George Gibson.
So George Gibson up now. 233 hitter for the replay with a homer and 7 runs batted. Only a 178 hitter on the actual season. And that is going to be a line drive as Brown comes in. Oh, should we have him dive? I think so, yes. Nice, great diving play by George Brown.
Chick, Robitaille.
So that will end the inning as we head to the 9th now. It'll be McGann, Strang, and Devlin, the heart of the Giants' order there, looking for some more insurance. McGann 2 for 4, takes a strike. 1-1 the count now. 2-1. And that's going to be popped up to center. Beaumont comes in and makes the catch for out number 1. So Strang 2 for 4 on the day. Strike 1, swing and a miss, and that's a pop-up to Wagner, going a long way for this one, but makes the catch in fair territory for out number 2. So Art Devlin 0 for 3 on the day. Doesn't look like Dowlin's going to get a chance here unless Devlin can reach to extend the inning. Ball 1. 2-0 the count. 2-1. Count even at 2. Pops up behind the plate. This one will go back out of play though. So it remains 2-2. And that is going to be hit a long way.
No runs, no hits, no
Hildebrand will make the catch. So Bill Dowlins, unless the Pittsburgh rallies, that will be the end for Bill Dowlin and his 11-game hit streak. So McGinnity appears strong, so we're going to keep him in there. So Beaumont, top of the order, 1 for 4, pops one up. And that's going to go back out of play. 0-2 the count, quickly in the hole. Oh, and that's going to fall in there. So that's going to be the tying run up. Oh, this could be 2, hopefully. Oh, Strang bobbles it, but he's still able to get the lead guy, though, at least. So that was a tailor-made double play, but... Oh, and Honus Wagner up now. I don't want him to get tired, so I'm going to sit him down for a second. So Wagner up now, 1 for 3. Takes a ball 1. Dangerous hitter here. Smags can't watch this one. 2-0 the count in Wagner. And that's outside corner, 2-1 the count now. This could be 2. Over to Stalin, over to Strang, back to McGann, and that will do it as the near Giants survive and beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-3. Joe McGinnity pitches a complete game.
The final score from Exposition Park, New York 5, Pittsburgh 3. Joe McGinnity is the winner. He is now 8-5. Patsy Flaherty is the loser. He is now 5-3 on the season. Time of the game, 2 hours, 2 minutes.
So I think we're definitely going to give Joe McGinnity the player of the game. as he pitches a complete game. He also scored 2 runs, walked once. So for the Giants, Mike Donlin was 3 for 5 with an RBI. Sam Mertes 2 for 4 with an RBI. Bresnahan 2 for 5 with an RBI. McGann 2 for 5 with an RBI. And Strang was 2 for 5 with a run scored. Bresnahan also scored a run. Art Devlin 0 for 4. George Brown 2 for 4 with a run scored and RBI. Also made a run-saving, possible game-saving catch in right field in the, I believe it was the 8th inning there. Or it might have been the 9th. No, it was the 8th inning, I believe. Dahl at 8th inning, yeah. So Dahl 0 for 3 does not extend his hitting streak. And McGinnity 0 for 3, but with 2 runs scored. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, Beaumont was 2 for 5. Clark 1 for 5 with a run scored. Honus Wagner was 1 for 4 with an RBI triple, also scored a run. Clymer was officially 1 for 1 with 2 walks, 1 intentional. Ritchie was 2 for 4 with 2 runs batted in. Leach 0 for 4. Hillebrand 1 for 4. Peets, the catcher, 1 for 4. Flaherty, the pitcher, was 0 for 2 with a walk. Gibson's a pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Robital did not get in that bat. So that is it, as the New York Giants improved to 36-15. Pittsburgh falls to 29-24. Let's take a look at the pitching. McGinnity pitches complete game, scatters 9 hits, allowed 3 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Didn't have his best stuff, but was enough to get the win. Flaherty gets the loss now, 5-3. So McGinnity 8-5. Flaherty 5-3, 8 innings pitched, 13 hits, 5 runs, only 3 of them were earned. 3 walks, did not strike out a batter. Says he had good stuff, but didn't look that great. Look good to the Giants, let's just say that. So miscellaneous. 2 errors by each team. Yeah, Brown had his 18th error. Wow. And that's a lot of errors, especially for a right fielder. Dahlin with his 8th error. And Clymer at first with 2 errors. Stolen bases for McGann, his 10th. And Clymer his 8th. Dahlin got caught stealing his 4th time. Some great plays there. Game-winning RBI was Bresnahan. MVP, Dan McGann. I don't think so. No, I'm not going to give it to Dan McGann. I'm going to give it to McGinnity. All right, score sheet. Those of you like Clinton Parks like to look at the score sheet. There it is for the Giants. And here it is for the Pirates. Here's the recap. That should be 9 innings, and that should be 8 innings. Play-by-play. All right, and that is it. So the New York Giants get the win. And let's take a look at the standings now. Alright, not sure why this is happening here with all the upcoming games, but it is. Okay, so now so that should be a one. Oh yeah, so the Giants now are 1 game behind, not 2 games. That's right. So the Chicago Cubs get the win also, so they're 1 game behind, not 2. So make a tight race there. Philadelphia Phillies 4.5 game behind. Pittsburgh now 9 games behind. Boston Braves in the basement there, 13-39. Let's see here. For the American League, it's the Chicago. So both Chicago teams still in first place. Chicago White Sox in first place by 1.5 games over the Philadelphia Athletics, who would eventually win the division. the Bean Eaters here. Oh, sorry, the Pilgrims. That's right. It's the Pilgrims over here, and it's the Bean Eaters, I believe, over in the National League. That's right. Yes, that's it. They weren't the Braves yet. Because so, anyway. Yeah. So, the Pilgrims in third place, 6 games out. The Highlanders, which will be related with the Yankees, at 8.5 games out. Detroit Tigers, which we're going to be going to later in the season when Ty Cobb starts playing, 22 and 29, 13 years behind. And the Washington Senators in last place with a .314 winning percentage, 16 and 35, 19 games out. So that is it. So let's see who the Giants will be playing next. Looks like they're going to be... Is this though? Which is this one? And that is that's us. So we're going to be playing the Chicago Cubs for a battle for first place there. So that should be interesting. It'll be game number 52 of the season. So hopefully we'll do that a lot sooner than we did this time. But now we're back in the swing of things. That should be a good game. Between the Giants and the Cubs at Wrigley. Well, that wasn't Wrigley Field yet. It would be... West Side Park in Chicago. So that'll be our next game. That should promise to be a good game there. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming with another game from the 1905 Dead Ball New York Giants season. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.